on my own YouTube page. This is, as of right now, going live. So
We're live.
thank you for your patience. Yes,
All
we're
right.
live. Okay, so here we are, live and broadcasting. Cool. So let's just go ahead and share this link to you so that we can have this properly placed. I'm going to put it on a chat right here for us, Robert.
Okay.
So that'll be the actual location of the YouTube stream that is live right now. This is exciting. This is a live event, obviously, and as all live events, we have to deal with things as they come. We had a little bit of issue with the YouTube stream, so I just got that to work on my own personal page, and we'll push that through to the public site right now. Robert from Virtual Stars Gymnastics is putting up with my
We are rolling
inadequacy. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So let me just take one deep breath.
Let me see here.
All right.
Let me get to where it needs to be.
And we are going to not show the extra parts of my screen that no one needs to see. And we're going to go straight into beginning the broadcast.
Is it recording?
Yes, it's going to be.
Dismount air squat.
Welcome one and all to this iteration of GymACT Live, this being the dismount challenge between Rocky Mountain Pride and New York Alliance. I am Breeze Olson, webcasting to you live, now that we got it working, from Santa Cruz, California. And with me are my esteemed friends and cohorts from various parts of the country, helping me make things work out well and keeping me on script as much as they possibly can. They will try hard. So first and foremost, let me introduce to you my the digital brains behind this operation, Mr. Robert Davis. He is from Virtual Stars Gymnastics, and he will be the scorekeeper emeritus today for us, making sure that things are online and ready for you guys, showing the screen on the Virtual Stars Gymnastics.com website. We were going to have the real-time scores of everything that we have happening today for you guys. So judging today, VIP from Oregon, joining us today, Mr. Mike Cook. He is, of course, a FIG rated brevet judge, and we are thrilled to have him here. Mike, thank you so much for being here. You honor us with your presence and your knowledge. You will be making sure that I don't say the wrong things when it comes to difficulty and deductions once the gymnasts start performing. And moving right along to the teams present here today, from New York, we have the team New York Alliance, judged by Mr. Garrison Clark right there on the screen, and he is showing now his team. Perfect, gentlemen, ready to go. I appreciate that. And we have from Dayton, Ohio, representing New York Alliance, Craig Jason. Yeah. We have from Staten Island, New York, Mr. Casey Casara. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. From Cicero, New York, Ryan Bristow. I am told, I am sorry, I'm getting right here right now, the incorrect pronunciation of his last name. It's actually Bristow.
Yes.
There it was. Had to do it once. And from Henrietta, New York, Brennan Henderson. These are the gentlemen from New York Alliance. Thanks for being here, guys. This is amazing. All right, going back to the gallery view so I can go now and spotlight our other team from, let's remove these guys. I mean, still figuring this out, right? Remove the spotlights. There you go, guys. Go. Now we have the team from Rocky Mountain Pride. This particular chapter of the Rocky Mountain Pride team is located specifically in Colorado. Of course, Rocky Mountain encompasses Colorado, Wyoming, and Utah, but these guys are all together in the same gym in Colorado tonight. Or today. So from the Rocky Mountain Pride, I would like to introduce the coaches, Mark Bogoget, Tabor, and Asante. And Mark, I'm going to pass on the microphone to you. And why don't you go ahead and introduce your own athletes competing today from Rocky Mountain, and also our guest athlete that I'll let you go ahead and introduce him as well.
Yeah, thank you, Breeze. Today for Rocky Mountain Pride, we got from Colorado Springs, Ryan Curran. From Denver, Zach Johnson. From Cheyenne, Wyoming, Evan Switzer. And our independent guest back in from Springfield as an independent today, we got Aaron. What's his last name? Sorry. Koost. Aaron Koost. Sorry. All right. So that's our team today. We also will have a video presentation from Dyson Adsit. I can't talk this morning, but he is on a plane because he's getting sent home because of COVID restrictions in the area. So we have his video for today.
That's right. We roll with the punches here, just as all of us have been. Of course, this year has been all about being flexible, about being adaptable, and the gymnastics community knows all too well what that means. We have had injuries, we have had people sick, we have had gym closures, and we keep pushing forward because we love the sport so much. And it's all about the camaraderie, the team atmosphere. It's all about this family that we have together as gymnasts and the gymnastics community all across the country, all across the world, really. So a little bit about today's event. Let me just tell you what's happening here. We are going to be displaying athletes that are going to be competing on 4 different events, and they're going to be showing their routines, the dismounts on floor exercise, on rings, on parallel bars, and on high bar. We're going to go head to head between New York Aliance and Rocky Mountain, with a couple of performances as an exhibition from Aaron, who will also be showing us his dismounts on 3 of the 4 events today. So Aaron Cuss will be performing there as well. So the scores will be, of course, shown in real time at the Virtual Stars website, and I'll pull that up right here for you guys to see. So in the video will be, which will be playing, if I refresh the page anyway, the video will be playing here on this page for Virtual Stars, and you can view that, and the scores will be shown directly below that video. So I'll be talking about that once the scores are actually given. So the rules of the game are pretty simple. The athletes will do a dismount on each of those events that I mentioned. And once the dismount is performed, Mike and I are going to discuss the score right here in front of you. We're going to talk about the difficulty of the dismount. If it's, for example, a D dismount, that difficulty is worth 4 points, corresponding to the letter of difficulty of the skill. And then if the gymnast sticks that dismount, we will use the NCAA rules for sticking, which if you do a C or lower dismount, it's a 1/10 bonus. If you do a D or higher dismount, it's 2/10 bonus. And we will also be taking points away from the athletes based on their execution. So if they make mistakes, bend their knees, flex their toes, take a step on the landing, those execution errors will be deducted from their scores. We'll talk about that real quickly. We'll tell Robert about the score, and Robert will enter it right onto the Virtual Stars website, and it will show up beautifully like it's supposed to. All right. So that's pretty much it. Stick your landings for extra bonus points. As the harder the dismount, the more points available you have. We are going to go ahead and get this ball rolling with the first athlete from New York Aliance. I'm going to take my time here getting to the right screen, making sure that everyone is seeing what they're supposed to be seeing. All right. We are in the New York Aliance spot right now, and that's great. No, you know what? How about if I go to the New York Aliance? That's much better.
There
this
we
is the
go.
New York Aliance gym. And first up from New York Aliance with his first dismount on floor exercise, Mr. Casey Casara. And Mike, are you ready to go here with the judging?
I'm ready. Let's see what Casey
All right.
can do.
Let's
All
go
right,
ahead
Casey,
and
let's get it.
Casey, take it away.
Let's go, Casey. Come on now. Let's go. Come on.
Casey's preparing.
What?
Round up back handspring.
Nice.
Ooh, beautifully executed.
All right.
Mike, what do you have to tell us about that particular
Yeah, that
floor
was good.
dismount?
He's got a lot of power on that. I could tell he over rotated quite a bit. So I got 2 big steps, 3/10 each. His feet were a little flexed in the air. That's 1/10 off for that. And then he was unsteady with his arms. So that's 8/10 off total.
Yeah, I had him at about 7/10 off. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the average of 7.75 deduction. But Mike, what was that skill? Would you mind
That
telling
was
the audience members here about that?
That was a double back with the full twist tucked position, and that's a
Yeah.
D. That's a hard
Yeah.
skill to do. That
So
is
a
not
full
easy.
twisting double back. And in gymnastics, of course, it doesn't matter where he does the twist. It can be on the first flip, on the last flip. Usually we just call it a half in, half out, or a full in or a full out. Either way, it's worth a D value. So it's 4 points for that. He didn't stick it, so he doesn't get the green flag of sticking. And we're going to have him at 0.75 deductions. And right away, I'm going to go right here and show you guys that we are indeed showing these things in real time. Floor exercise, Casey Casara right there on the floor exercise has got his start value of 4 points, deductions, total score, and up here at the top, we have the team score, which we'll be showing in real time, the team tally for this today's event. So virtualstarsgymnastics.com, go to the GymACT Live tab, follow down to the dismount challenge, and that's the page that I'm referring to right there. All right, moving right along, let's go ahead and replace the spotlight here to the Rocky Mountain Pride athletes who are ready to go. They've been warmed up for a long time. We're going to go Zach Johnson. Take it away with your best floor dismount, sir. A nice, clean, double full. That's awesome. Well done. Little hop on the landing there. Double full, of course, is a C value skill.
Yep,
So
that's a
C being 3 points for the start value. I did not raise. I'm going to just show what it is. This is my version of the green flag for the stick, which he did not do. So he does not get the stick bonus for that. So it's 3 points for the start value. And Mike, what do you have for deductions on that double full?
I've got 3/10 for the hop to the side, and I've got 1/10 in the air for legs apart, and 1/10 for being unsteady with the landing. So that's 3, 4, 5/10 off.
5/10 off. That's exactly what I had. So from his start value, we have a 5/10 deduction, and we'll see his final scores shown on the website. I'm just going to go ahead and keep moving right along to the next athlete so that we can keep these things going. The scores can be shown. You guys can look at it on your own time, and I'll show it up after the full rotation. Back to floor exercise in New York, representing New York Aliance, Ryan Bristow.
Let's go, Ryan. Go, Ryan. You got it. Come on.
There with the support of his teammates. Ready to go. Concentration. Strong round off. Nice. Double back. Oh, an unfortunate turn of events. Ryan Bristow, a fall there. I believe, unfortunately, that if he had been landing on a harder surface, that would not have been the problem. Oh, the soft landings, they're safer. They're keeping our athletes safe and healthy. But I tell you, as far as landing and deductions, they can snap you down. All right. So, Mike, what do you have for difficulty?
Yeah, so he did a double back in the tucked position. That's a C. So that we're starting with 3.0 there. And I've got 2 big steps. That's 6/10 off. And then the fall is a whole point. And then his chest was low on the landing and his feet were flexed. So I've got 1.8 off total.
And I also had some feet flexed in the air there and then the leg separation. So I actually have it at 1.9 myself. So of course, gymnastics, unfortunately, you take those steps, the step and the fall both count against you in that dismount landing. So you got to fight for the landing as much as you can. And we don't want to add up those points. It adds up pretty quick. So Robert, you got all that together there? Awesome. Thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and go now to the second and last competitor from Rocky Mountain Pride. We have Mr. Evan Switzer. Oh, a big double layout. Such a good skill to have in your routine. It is a difficult skill. Of course, 2 flips in the laid out position. Your body is as fully extended as it can be and rotating as slowly as it will. Double layout is, of course, I believe it's is it a D?
Yes, that's a D.
So it's a 4-point start value for that skill today. And of course, he also suffered the little fall there. I'm going to do my own math here. So I have 1 point. I'm at 1.6 with everything that I gave him on that. So, Mike, what do you have?
I'm at like 1.7.
All right. So 1.7 and 1.6. Robert, I'll let you do
What's
the
the start
averages.
value?
The start value is 4 points, sir.
Got it. Thanks.
So
That's some big time gymnastics right there, doing a double layout on the floor. That is hard to do.
That's big boy gymnastics for sure. That's exactly what I was thinking too. And you know, it's I'm trying to find here in my own little screen, share screen. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and go show the scores live right now because we have from Virtual Stars, Robert is putting these up as they happen. And you can see right here that they are adding up together the scores for each athlete down at the floor exercise right here. And then we have the team scores, which we'll be adding together on the team presentation there as well. So keep track of that for yourselves as we move on to the next event. I know that the guys on both yeah, we're gonna, I know we have the one more to demonstrate. So we'll pull that up before we move to the next event. So New York Alliance, go ahead and start moving your camera to the next event as I present here from Rocky Mountain. We are going to have the view speaker. Here we go. We have Mr. Aaron Cust. Now, the thing about Aaron, before he goes, I'm just going to say real quick, he goes to Springfield, and he's an athlete there in our team, and of course contributes to the team, and we are just lucky to have him with us here in this event. Of course, Aaron is home right now because of COVID restrictions in his own school and gym. So he's been training with the Rocky Mountain guys, keeping the spirit alive, doing the best he can to keep his form and be able to contribute to the team. As soon as the team can come together, then he's going to be ready. So here today, showcasing his gymnastics for us to enjoy, Mr. Aaron Cust. And coaches, go ahead and give him a salute. And we're going to have his presentation as an exhibition today. And he would have dismounted with a double front on floor exercise. He had the power. He just couldn't find the length. And he quite right there. Aaron, congratulations. A good skill, a D move, I believe, for a double front.
Double front tuck is a D on floor.
Yeah, it's a hard skill to do. And if, that would have been a 4 points for start value with the fall and a little bit of lack of preparation for landing. As a judge, I would say that he was at a 1.5, 1.6 of deductions, including some of the leg separation there. Mike, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I got about a 1.8. That's a hard skill to do. One of the things I'm taking off there is unprepared for landing. In gymnastics, you're supposed to be able to open out and prepare for the landing, which is really hard to do on a double front because you can't see where the floor is.
We call that the kick out to 9 o'clock, where you kick out before you land on the floor, and we see there's a clear preparation for the landing rather than finishing that skill with the rotation like he did, which basically showed no preparation. His feet hit first, and yes, he gets credit for the skill, but he clearly wasn't quite ready for that stuck landing that we're looking for. All right. So thank you there, Aaron, for your participation on floor. We'll see him again on rings in a little bit. So going now over to New York Alliance, let's go ahead and pull up the video here. First, on rings, representing New York, we have Mr. Brennan Henderson. Brennan, take it away.
Let's go. Let's go, Brennan. Come on now. Let's go. You got it. Come on.
This is, of course, just a dismount challenge. So he's just going to get up there to the handstand and just kick it into high gear, right into the dismount. There he goes. A double back. Well presented. Good job, Brennan. Well done. Well done. All right. So a double back is a B dismount. So that will give him 2 points of a start value. Put that out right there. I'll start doing more of the difficulties. And then Mike, what do you think happened there as far as the deductions, as far as execution errors?
Yeah, I got 1/10 for being low, 1/10 for finishing with his chest down, 1/10 for his feet flexed in the air, and 3/10 off for the large step. So that's 6/10 off total.
I concur. I have nothing to add or subtract from that. So, Robert, you got those numbers there? We're going to go ahead and move right along to Rocky Mountain. First athlete on rings from Rocky Mountain, Evan Switzer. Evan, take it away.
Let's go, Evan.
Come on. Come on. Let's see it.
Can prepare there up to the handstand. Nothing gets deducted until he starts the swing. Here we go. Also a double back. He's a little bit higher. Well done. Good job, Aaron. Or Evan, excuse me. All right. That is also a B dismount. 2 points, no stick bonus. So, Mike, what do you think about execution errors?
That was a little bit better than the previous gymnast. He showed a little bit better control. I still got 3/10 off for that landing, and 1/10 off in the air, 4/10 off total.
I was a little bit more strict. I had another 10th off for the leg separation and well, one for leg separation, one for the toe point. So I was at 6/10 total there myself. So let's go ahead and enter those scores in and make it happen there, Robert. Thank you so much for your hard work in the background. Then let's go ahead back to New York for athlete number 2 on rings, Craig Jason. Go ahead,
Right.
Craig.
Are we going to see our first stick of the day?
I'm hoping for it. I got my flag ready.
Come on, you got it.
Of course, these guys are going for the highest difficulty that they can because, frankly, they get more points for the difficulty. Oh, a front full. I like that dismount.
Oh, yeah.
I like that dismount. Well done. Okay, well executed. Front full is a C skill. That gives them 3 points for the start value. No flag for the stick. But, Mike, what do you have for deductions?
Yeah, I got a little bit of leg separation in the air for 1. Legs a little bit bent. That's another 1/10. 3/10 off for the big step on the landing. So that's, and 1 more 10th off for the height. He was pretty much below the rings. So I'm going to go with 7/10 off on that.
All right. And I actually had him at 6/10 off. I had what I forget exactly what you said, but mine was off by 1/10 there. So, but anyway, 6/10. That's what I saw. We'll put those numbers down there. Robert, thanks for filling that in. Let's go now back to spotlights. Back to Colorado with Rocky Mountain, Zach Johnson on the rings. Zach, take it away.
Come on, Zach. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on now. You got it. Let's go. Let's be aggressive here. Come on. Come on. Let's go now. Come on. All right. Here it is. Come on. Let's go.
Looking for the big skill, looking for the stick, looking for the form. Half in, half out. Oh, very close to the stuck landing. That was a good dismount for Zach there. Well done.
Good job, Zach.
Zach did a half in, half out, a double back with a full twist. Regardless of where the full twist happens, that's still a C dismount. So that's 3/10 for the start value. He did not stick it, so no green flag for him. That is 3 points. And then as far as deductions, Mike, what do you have?
I've got 1 off for a small step on the landing. He was very close to sticking that, but not quite this time. 1/10 off for feet flexed, 1/10 off for leg separation in the air. So 3/10 off total. Pretty good.
I concur. He clearly showed preparation for landing. He was kicking out close to that 9 o'clock position, looking for the ground, preparing for the landing. He was so close. We could all see how close he was to that stuck landing. So well done. There, Aaron, Zach. So now we're going to go right back to Rocky Mountain. Then we're going to have our exhibitionist. Can I say that clearly without making it sound weird? We're going to go to Rocky Mountain, and Aaron Cust is going to do his dismount on rings. Go ahead, Aaron. As an exhibition, we'll give him the score, but we won't present it on the scoreboard.
Come on now.
Aaron from Springfield these days, training with Rocky Mountain. Half in, half out. Oh, short on the landing. Short on the landing. Clearly didn't have enough turnover on his swing. As a coach, I would have said, got to get your toes up a little bit more before you release those rings, buddy. That was a very a low dismount, a little too far open in the air, in fact, right? So they didn't quite get enough rotation for it. But let's give him the score of it's a C dismount, 3-point start value. He had a fall. He had a low flipping off the rings. The body position was a little sloppy in the air. Mike, what would you give as far as deductions for the total on that one?
Yeah, I got about 1.9 on that.
It adds up real quick. It adds up real
Yeah.
quick. 1.9 it is. So, you know, Aaron's doing his best. You know, he's training the best he can, right? That's what it's about. This is early in the season. He's getting it done, putting him on a spot in front of an audience, in front of his peers, and the pressure is on. You just got to learn how to handle that. The only way to learn how to compete is to compete. So I'm happy that he's over here with us today, doing his best and moving things along. So as you can see in the background, we got the teams moving to the next event. I'm going to take just a moment here to talk to the coaches very quickly, just to ask them just a little bit. I'm gonna say hi to Garrison first. Garrison, are you there with us? I know that your guys ready to go, but I wanted to ask you just real quick if you can give us a quick glimpse of what's going on with you guys there in your gym. Obviously, you are able to go into the gym. That's more than some people around the country. So, whereabouts are you? How's your team doing? What's going on with you guys?
Yeah, Breeze, thanks for putting on this event and talking to me. We are at GC2 Gymnastics in Syracuse, New York right now. The owners,
GC2.
Yeah, the owners of this gym have been really gracious enough to, let us use their facility at our discretion when, we can and we need to. And not only that, one of our athletes on the team competing right now, he's in his 4th year of college, studying for a doctorate of physical therapy. He is also the boys team head coach here. So he's been really good at helping us out and helping out the organization that he competes for. So
that's fantastic. And so you got the competitor, he's a coach, he does it all. And that's awesome.
Real Renaissance man.
And real Renaissance man. And that's awesome. So thanks for being here with us today. I know that it's just out of curiosity, about how many hours a week is your team able to come together as a group in your space there?
We're typically coming together as a full group every 2 to 4 weeks. Individually, our athletes are training either in smaller pockets across the state of New York or with their own coaches. And they interact with the entire team and myself digitally, especially during COVID. We do a lot of things via Zoom and online and email and things like that. And a lot of that has to do with any sort of regulations that we're facing in the state, right? Just like anyone else in the sport, we're all doing the best we can with the kind of the hands we're dealt. So
that's right. Well, listen, I appreciate you being here with us today. It's guys like you that keep this world of gymnastics going around. So thanks for that, man. All right, I'm gonna go right over here to spotlighting Mark. And Mark, just a quick little rundown. What's going on with you guys? Where are you? How's your gym doing? How are you guys doing? Are they training together? Give us the glimpse, the snapshot of what's happening with your Rocky Mountain team today.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening, like with everybody. We're here at Extreme Altitude Gymnastics in Lafayette, Colorado, one of our main sites. We got guys that train kind of all over the state. Like I said, Colorado Springs, some things in Denver when we need to keep people spread out. But we also got a crew in Utah that's in Salt Lake, mostly different areas of Salt Lake, training out of USA Gym World and some of the other gyms out there. So, we get together as much as we can, obviously being from different states. That's a little less as a whole group, but we try to do virtual stuff, get together. Stay in touch as much as possible. Guys are training as hard as they can. Unfortunately, training for this, we lost one of our athletes maybe for the season. He's hurt his ankle pretty bad. He's in here coaching for us, so we can do this. But we're still pushing and hoping for a great season. We're looking forward to doing something, and we appreciate all the work you guys are doing on the virtual stuff. So hopefully we can turn this into something really exciting and fun for these guys. So appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here and doing what it takes to get the event going. I'm sorry to hear about the injury. I know that also one of your athletes who was supposed to be competing today is actually right now on an airplane going home because of some issues with COVID and people do what they got to do. We're going to have a little later, as we established before the competition started, we made a decision that we are going to allow one video entry per team. Though New York Aliance chose not to take advantage of that today. All their guys are going to be performing live, but a little later on High Bar, we're going to see one video entry from the Rocky Mountain team, from the athlete who is right now traveling. So we're going to go back in time to last week when when we thought that when this event was taking place, the guys were all ready to go. They did their routines, they filmed everything, and then a week later, changes took place, and we just adapt how we can and how we must. So here we go. Let's go ahead and keep this going, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back to the New York Aliance gym. and replace my spotlight so that I can see you guys on parallel bars. We have 2 more events, 5 more dismounts, including Aaron's. We're gonna go to Captain Ryan Bristow.
Come on, Ryan.
Let's go, Ryan.
Front prize, front layout with a half. Well done, Ryan. Good job, buddy. That was a front layout with a half. I believe that is a B dismount for 2 points on a start value there, and no stick bonus flag for him. So with the 2 points, we shall stick. Well, sorry, bad use of terminology there. He didn't stick, so we were gonna stay with that 2 point. And Mike, what do you have for the deductions?
I've got 3/10 for indeterminate position on that. In gymnastics, we expect people to be either layout, tucked, or piked, and he was sort of layout and sort of piked. So that's 3/10 off for that. He was a little bit low, so that's another 10th off for that. And I got 1/10 off on the landing, so that's 5/10 off total.
There you go. And of course, in order to get the B credit, he has to show that layout position. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt for the credit. But then as far as deductions, he does lose those points, just like Mike determined. And I'm going to go ahead and concur with Mike on the deductions that he established there. And then Robert, you caught all that, I hope. And let's move right on along to the Rocky Mountain space on parallel bars, Mr. Evan Switter.
All right, come on. Be aggressive. 3. Come on.
Nicely done. All right, a double back dismount, a well performed, a C value skill. So that is 3 points for the start value. No stick bonus for that. And as I said, it seems to be the difficulty, the highest difficulty he can do at this moment. He's just doing the best he can with that skill. So well done for Evan there on parallel bars. Mike, what do you have for deductions?
I've got 1/10 for unprepared landing, 1/10 for feet flexed in the air, 3/10 for the big step. I think I had 1 more 10th for legs apart, so 6/10 off total.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had too. So 6/10 off for that dismount from Evan Switzer. Good job. Let's move on right back to the New York Aliance second athlete. We're gonna have Mr. Brennan Henderson. Brennan.
There we go. Let's
keep our
go,
dismount.
Brennan.
Let's go.
Okay,
Come on,
still no
Brennan.
sticks yet today. Let's see if we'll
I
get
know,
a, stick,
my
a stuck
Go, come on.
dismount.
twitching my flag. I'm ready to go. Back
Good
layout
job,
with a
good
half. No stick for this B dismount. And so that 2 points for the start value. I had 3/10 off on my list here, but Mike, what do you have?
Yeah, I've got 4/10 off. He's a little bit indeterminate position. Needs to be completely straight on that. A little bit unsteady on the landing. So 4/10 off.
All right, let's go with that. 3.5 tenths or 0.35 is what we have. All right, moving right back to Rocky Mountain. And we have Zach Johnson.
Go, Zach. Come on now.
Let's go, Zach.
Zach Johnson in Colorado from Rocky Mountain.
Come on. You got
Nice
it,
form on the
All right,
handstand.
Zach, come on.
Gets
Come on.
there ready,
Come
holding the
on.
mat.
Big looks.
Double tuck,
Oh, there
C
it is.
dismount, a hop at the end. Well
Good job,
done,
Zach.
Zach. That was a good dismount, sir.
Yeah.
And it is, of course, a C dismount for 3 point start value. Green flag did not go up, no stick. Mike, what do you have for deductions?
I've got just 4/10 off. He's got a big hop on that for 3/10, and then 1/10 for feet flexed in the air.
I agree. I concur. Let's just go with that. So going right back to Rocky Mountain now with Aaron Cust. He's going to be performing his last exhibition for today. Aaron, when you're ready, buddy, go ahead.
Let's go, Aaron.
Go now. Come on. Find it. Come on. You got it. Come on. All right, baby. Go. Come on. Pop it up. Aggressive. Come on. Your shoulders. Pop.
Double pike. Nice. The first D dismount that we saw tonight.
Yeah.
today at the on parallel bars. The double pike is a D dismount, a difficult skill to perform, and he did it very, very well. Although again with a little bit of a trouble on the landing there. For the start value 4.0, and then as far as deductions, Mike, what would you add up together there for him?
I think that's about a 1.5 in deductions. Double
All
pike
right.
is hard to do on P bars. It's hard to get both the height and the rotation on that.
Indeed.
Sometimes you get one and not the other. And that was kind of his problem. He didn't have enough rotation to make it all the way around.
That's right. That's right. Well, and that concludes our third of 4 rotations. I'm just pulling up the screenshot here for the scores, the current scores as you have on the teams. We've got New York Alliance with a total right now is 11.3, and Rocky Mountain taking the lead with 14.05 on the Dismount Challenge. This is GymACT Live Dismount Challenge 2020, brought to you by the intrepid folks of Gymnastics Association of College Teams and the Uber Geeks of Virtual Stars Gymnastics. We are now going to go right back to the studio in New York, and we're going to start our high bar competition in over here with Craig Jason, and I believe New York is ready to go. So I'm just going to head and bring this spotlight right up here. And
I think it's still
Garrison.
anyone's game.
Absolutely. High bar is, of course, that exciting event where big skills happen. If we're lucky, they will stick these landings, get those bonus points. And I'm looking forward to see what these guys got. I'm excited because I haven't seen any of the dismounts yet, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. Garrison,
a big dismount with a stuck can really put your team ahead. We'll see what
we
these
are
guys
ready.
can
Let's
do.
get it, Craig.
Let's do this.
Let's go, Craig. Come on. You got it. Come on.
Just going to crank those giants hard. Over the bar. Chinese step. A double layout. Oh, got stuck. His feet on the mat. Tripped over like an older sibling is squatting behind you. It just gets you every single time. Man, oh, man. That's just probably I just got some flashbacks from my early childhood there. I'm okay. All right. So that was a double layout. As far as difficulty, that is a C dismount. So he gets 3 points for the start value. Clearly not stuck landing. Unfortunately, that soft landing mat for the extra safety tripped him on the way back, and he fell over for a 1 point off on the landing. Mike, what do you have as far as the full deductions on that dismount?
Yeah, I got 1.9 on that. They start adding up fast. He's got that. Remember that he's got that indeterminate position deduction. We want to see nice tight arch throughout the whole skill, and he was like
body shapes.
Changing the body shapes in that.
Yeah, I agree.
Still needs a little. It's got a good start. It still needs a little bit of work on that dismount.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, great job putting it all on the line right now, taking the risk. And, you know, that's what it's about, doing the best dismount that you can. So moving on to Rocky Mountain on high bar. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, instead of showing the guys on Rocky Mountain, we're going to go to the video review. That's a much better choice. So bringing it up right here on my screen, what I'm going to do is I am going to show the video that was the video entry from Ryan Curran, who submitted his video.
This is Dyson.
Excuse me.
Dyson adds it.
Thank you for the correction. I had written notes on my piece of paper. I should have just read what was actually typed out. So Dyson adds it from Rocky Mountain. He is not able to be here with us today, but he did this routine on our own, on his coach's honor. This is the one that was the one to count for competition. So we're just going to go ahead and present this to you all in the audience. Here we go. So Dyson performing his dismount. And hopefully the video is clean enough for us to be able to view it. Here we go. All right. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, I have to do this. Our first stick for the evening. We both got it there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that. Here it is, a stuck landing. Dyson, great job with a half in, half out, a C level dismount. Now I'm going to ask everybody else here. Mike, you were able to see the video fairly clear enough to be able to judge it?
Yeah, that was good.
All right. Then I did as well. So let's just go ahead and move forward with the deductions for the C and a stick. A C dismount with a stick, of course, gets that 1/10 bonus for the stuck. And so it's a 3.1 deduction, start value for that dismount. So Mike, what do you have for deductions on that? It was very clean.
Yeah, that was clean. It is so much fun to stick your high bar dismount and to do a good dismount like that. I remember doing that back in the day, and that feels so good at the end
Just
of your
a few days
routine
ago.
to stick your a few days ago. Yeah. I've got just 3/10 off. It was a little bit low, feet a little flexed, a little arm waving at the end, but he stuck it, and that was so good.
There you go. I also had 3/10 off. So that will be the deductions for our video entry Dyson Adsit. And Godspeed to you, sir. I hope your travels are going well. I hope your family and friends are all healthy and well and doing okay. All right. So moving right along, we're going to go now to to New York Aliance. And our second athlete of the evening and the last competitor for New York, Casey Casara, the team captain, bringing it in for the last score of the evening for his team. Let's see what he's got to show. Let's see what he's got to bring to the table to this exciting event live to you right now. GymACT.org, virtuousstargymnastics.com.
Big windup coming up here.
Yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Good preparation for the landing. A clean dismount that was very well executed. A half in, half out, a C level dismount. So for 3 points on a start value, no stick bonus this time around. So well done, Casey. That was a beautiful dismount. Mike, what did you have for the deductions on there?
You know, I like just about everything about this dismount. He had good form and control in the air. Just the step on the landing, I'm going to take that as a 3/10 deduction. So just 3/10 off.
All right. I actually went with a small step on the landing myself, so I'm going to give him 1/10 off on that landing. I thought it was a beautiful dismount. Beautiful, clean gymnastics is just such a joy to see, right? I mean, that's the name of the game for me. That's how I coach my guys. I say, look, maybe even water it down a little bit and make it clean, make it beautiful, make people go, oh, that was nice. That was a nice dismount, a clean landing, a little step on there because you over rotated a bit, but that's okay. You know, other than it
looked like it was
easy, right?
It looked like it was easy for him to do.
It's what it is. It's what it is. It was very elegant. So well done. Thank you, Casey, for that beautiful dismount. So now we're going to go back to Rocky Mountain with the last athlete of the evening for them. I keep saying evening. It's bright and sunny in Santa Cruz. I don't even know why I'm saying that.
It's morning for me here too.
There you go. It is. It's evening somewhere.
What's the athlete name on this one?
This is Ryan Curran. Good wind up, Chinese step. And a nice high double layout.
Oh, yeah.
Stuck landing.
There we go.
Here we go. Bonus points. Ding, ding, ding. Cha-ching. So Ryan Curran, he did a double layout. Double layout, of course, is a C dismount for 3 points on a star value, plus the 1/10 for the bonus stuck landing. Well done, sir. That will bring his star value to 3.1. Deduction-wise, Mike, what do you have?
I've got, that was really good compared to the other double layout that we saw. Remember, we were talking about the indeterminate position. He maintained the nice tight arch all the way through. That was really good to do.
Indeed.
So I got 1/10 off for a little bit of legs bend in the air, 1/10 off for height. It needs to go clearly above the bar for height, and 1/10 off for a little bit of unsteady on the landing with the
3/10 is all I had as well. Let's put that in there and get those results up. All right. Great job, everybody. I am going to go ahead and spotlight both teams for a little dramatic effect, if you will. Let's go ahead and bring in you guys up here with adding the spotlight. I like this new feature of Zoom where we can put these things side by side. And coaches, first off, congratulations to both of you guys. Awesome job. You brought it down. You brought it to the table. Your best athletes on those events that are available and healthy and included in your gym there. Thank you for that. Some beautiful gymnastics performed. I am excited. I always love watching good gymnastics, and this is where it's at. This is what our sport has to offer. Elegance. We got grace. We got power. Gymnastics is just such an amazing sport. Congratulations to you guys bringing your athletes and keeping that spirit alive with the camaraderie of the team. Mark, for you specifically, thank you for offering a home to Aaron to be able to train. I know that this is what we do. This is our family, our gymnastics ohana. We take care of one another. We embrace, we communicate, we collaborate. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you for that, holding on to that true spirit of the gymnastics world. So I am going to go ahead and share the screen to announce the winner of our first ever GymACT Dismount Challenge. With us is the team from Rocky Mountain Pride. Congratulations with a 19.65, edging away little by little each of the events. As you can see the scores on virtualstarsgymnastics.com. We have the scores right there presented for you. And as soon as YouTube is done processing the video, the video will be available for anyone to watch and go through the whole thing again. Congratulations to both of the teams. Well done. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. I applaud you for everything that you guys are doing there. So, but there can only be one winner. So let's go ahead and bring in the boys from Rocky Mountain. I'm going to give them a chance to have the word of what's going on there with them, what their emotions are, and let's find out from these guys what they have to say. As soon as they are ready, I will bring up.
All right, guys, we got the team. Rocky Mountain Pride won, guys. Way to go.
Congratulations, Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, nice job, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Breeze, really quickly, I want to recognize one more. Obviously, Dyson, who's on the airplane. Thank you. And thank you guys for letting him participate with the video. But I also want to introduce Kobe. Kobe over here is a team member who's on the sideline over here coaching for us so we can do this. And he hurt himself last week training for this event. So I just want to recognize him as well for his efforts for the team. So
thank you for that, Kobe. Of course, thank you for being on a team. And as we know, on the team, there is every single guy contributes, right? Being there, he's participating, he's taking care of the other classes that are going on. He's there supporting his teammates, and that's exactly what the team spirit is all about. So thank you and congratulations, Kobe, for doing what you do there. Hey, Mark, do we have one of your guys to be the spokesperson there? Because I got a question for them.
Yeah. Hold on, Zach. Come on over. We need a spokesperson. Come on over. I don't know. Hold on. He's not going to be able to hear you, so I'm going to give him the headphones. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, perfect. Take your time with that. All right.
Like the after thing interview.
Sure.
That's right.
All right.
We'll have, this is apparently the one who can speak the most clear out of his teammates. So this is Zach. Is that who I'm talking now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, Zach, nice to meet you. Thank you for being there with your teammates. And I just have a quick question for you. Tell me a little bit about this. I've been talking about team spirit because I remember clearly as if it was yesterday, my competition experiences, my emotions, the team camaraderie, the incredible enthusiasm that we had. But tell me your experience in college gymnastics. Why gymnastics? Why is it so important to you to be part of a gymnastics team in college? Life is hard, man. You got COVID going on. Schools are closing. You got your virtual classes. You got to work for a living. And in the GymACT programs, we don't give out scholarships. So you're doing this all on your time, money, and dime. What is it about this incredibly hard and time-consuming sport that makes you come in day after day, put in the time, put in the energy, and give it sweat, blood, and tears for the sport? What makes you tick there?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for having the opportunity to do this. It really is a great opportunity. And, to answer your question, it is that sense of team, having a good team environment and camaraderie. As a level 10 gymnast, I put in my time as a JO, and I was good, but I wasn't quite good enough to make it onto a D1 team with a scholarship. And unfortunately, there's a lot of athletes who are in that same predicament. And thanks to GymACT, we now have opportunities for those athletes. With the start of these united teams, the ones that are in Kansas City, the one in Georgia, Rocky Mountain Pride, it's given opportunities to continue gymnastics after high school for a large number of athletes. And it really means a lot. And so these athletes grow up doing gymnastics. It's, like you said, blood, sweat, and tears. And it really means a lot that we can all come together still virtually, in different respects, in different ways. But it really does mean a lot to be able to do these things in these small events, even if it is just starting off small and later, hopefully trying to get some kind of a season going. That's why we do it.
Oh man, I wanted to bring out the gallery view here because everyone's kind of nodding their heads up and down, going, "Yep, yep, yep." That's exactly how we feel too. That's fantastic. Thank you, Zach, for those kind words and descriptions there. Congratulations to you and to your teams. Congratulations to your coaches for bringing it all together. Rocky Mountain with a united team that trains in several different states and get together virtually as much as you can through your training, staying in touch with your coaches, staying in touch with the, and we're here at GymACT, we're trying to provide this platform where we can offer you guys the opportunity to test the waters, right? That's what competition is all about.
Exactly.
You can do your routines, you can do your dismounts all day long and all week long, but it's not until you have someone else watching it from across the table or across the screen that the emotions start pumping a little harder, don't they?
Yeah. Yep. Well,
awesome.
We really
Thank
appreciate it. And this was a great kickstart and we want more.
Fantastic. Good to hear. So I'm going to actually give the word to the New York Aliance guys real quick, since you guys came out, did what you had to do, and put it all out there in the line. So Garrison, let's bring out one of you guys, and I'll put pretty much the same. First of all, the first question is, how do you guys feel about your performance today? And, whether the challenges that you had to overcome to put it together, how you did, was it up to par? Do you wish you did better? Tell me a little bit about today's performance specifically.
Yeah, Breeze, everyone came out, they flipped, they twisted, they landed, and no one got hurt. Everyone had a good time, so you can't really ask for much more. We had, a few unfortunate falls in there, but, walking away healthy and happy and being able to participate in this event is always the best thing. So we're happy.
Perfect. That's exactly what we want to hear. Safety first. And now I pose to one of your athletes there. Give me a glimpse of the same question. What is it about this sport of gymnastics that means so much to you, right? Why sacrifice? What a word that many people use. I don't use the word sacrifice because I enjoyed every aspect of my gymnastics career, and I still do. I've been a gym rat my whole life, and I love it. Of course, there are hard days. There are days where you just don't want to go back the next time, but you do, and then you find out why you got up that one extra time, right? So, so tell me, give the word to one of them or both. I don't care. What is it about gymnastics that makes you want to come back to the gym day after day?
Right. Yeah. So like you said, instead of sacrifice, it's really dedication. So I'm going to turn it over to our team captain, Ryan, here.
Yeah. So I can speak to my own experience personally, but the big thing that keeps me coming back is just the atmosphere, the camaraderie. I really didn't have that many aspirations of continuing gymnastics after high school. I wasn't fantastic necessarily. But through New York Aliance, I've really developed into a better athlete, and the guys here keep me coming back, because otherwise I would not be in the gym as much as I am now. So.
Oh man, that's it right there. It's the opportunity that we're providing as coaches, bringing together a place and a space for you guys to continue doing your gymnastics, because we know that you've done so much for your whole life now. And of course, we got guys across the GymACT rosters. As I look around and I see these, where they are in their careers as gymnasts. We got the gym rats. We got the kids who were the future superstars. We got the guys who bloomed late. We got the guys who started late. We got just about everyone across the board there. And they get to participate. They get to be part of this team. They get to experience. And as we well know, athletes do develop into their college years, into that age, and what we are trying to do is capitalize on the fact that they are still improving their abilities, their skills throughout their college career. So even if you started as a 17-year-old and you come in as a tumbler, and little by little you start dabbling on one of those other events, right? You got some heads shaking and going, yeah, that can happen. And yeah, you start to improve, and you participate, you contribute to the team more and more. My own team at BYU back in the day, we had a couple of guys who walked on the team, had never touched an event in their lives, and by the time they were seniors, they were starting lineup on their events, and thank goodness for that, right? And it changed their lives, and it changed my life by seeing that, by participating in their growth. It brought my experience as an athlete to a much higher level. So I congratulate you guys for sticking with it, for going through and following through with your plans, with your goals. Coaches, congratulations, and thank you for putting this together and for establishing the platform that allows these guys to come in and do what they do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see we lost the feed from Rocky Mountain, but what we're going to do is this. We're going to do the traditional closeout of the GymACT event. It is, I will call out 1, 2, 3. We'll say go GymACT. If you are able, as I see Robert getting ready in his own living room, go ahead and do a backflip. And Mike and I are just going to sit back and watch the youngins do their thing because got a shoulder thing. I got another. Oh, just one last thing. I just want to give a quick plug to Mike here, who told me just a couple of minutes, last night, in fact, that his next adventure is that he's creating a YouTube channel. So Mike, give me like a 10-second description of what your YouTube channel thing is about, and then we'll go to our closeout. So
my YouTube channel is called Anti-Doping Updates. And if you are interested in the fight for clean sport, this is a great channel for you, because I'll give you a weekly update on anti-doping efforts, who's been tested positive for steroids and other performance enhancing drugs, and some interesting stories to talk about there.
No doubt, no doubt. These guys are guys and girls who are going through all kinds of things in their careers, choices that they make, and how the community deals with this is a big deal. So good luck to you, sir. That is an important thing to be doing, a great step to be taking towards a more clean and safe environment for sportsmen of all sports, people in all sports. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is Breeze Olson logging out from Santa Cruz. Thank you, Garrison from New York Alliance. Thank you, Mark from Rocky Mountain Pride. Thank you, Robert, my score keeper emeritus and uber geek friend, Mike Cook. I bow to you, sir. Your knowledge and expertise is astounding. I appreciate your help in today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go GymACT. All right.
That was great.
Peace, love, and aloha. Be well. Stay strong.